Hi guys, and today I want to do something a little bit more different. I wanted to talk about the stories of the Great War, or World War One, that Battlefield is set in, because I thought it's important to look back at history and to look at the brave things that people have done in World War One. Obviously, as Battlefield One is set in World War One, there obviously be some similarities because obviously it's based in that time. So what I'm going to be looking at is the incredible bravery of the World War One tank crew who survived 72 hours of being bombarded by both German and their own side. Trapped in their overturned tank, just meters from the German trenches, Captain Donald Richardson and his crew already faced an impossible situation. But after 3 days of their attack from their enemies, the brave men in charge of Mark V6 tank were plunged into even greater danger when their British allies started bombarding them as well to destroy the tank before the Germans could get to it. Astonishingly, though, all but one of the soldiers survived the impossible odds. Armed with just pistols and a single rifle, they managed to escape the death trap to become the First World War's most decorated tank crew. The heroes aboard the tank, nicknamed Fray Bentos, made scattered headlines months after the struggle in July 1917, but their story then languished untold for decades. But it has now been revealed by family historians who drag up the records of the historic struggles. They were able to uncover Captain Donald Richardson, Second Lieutenant George Hill, and the rest of their crew had rushed towards the enemy line when their tank got stuck in one of the bomb craters and fell on its side. The fall rendered the tank's onboard guns useless, and the injured men were trapped inside while the tank's metal armor endured constant assaults from machine guns, snipers, rifles, grenades, heavy artillery, and even dynamite. I don't think anyone these days could live through that. In one particular deadly moment, a German soldier managed to climb on the overturned tank and drop the grenade inside the tank, but a crew member managed to hurl it back out before it exploded. The men survived by sharing their mirage rations and drinking water from the tank's radiator. They were also faced with extreme temperatures, ranging from 30 degrees Celsius in the days to dropping below freezing point at night time. After their first night under fire, a flare was sent up by British forces to show the men that they were surrounded by German soldiers, eager to take over the stranded tank. Realizing that they had little chance of survival if they stayed inside, the men managed to make their escape by crawling through the mud one by one to make it back to their own line. A report on battle from the Nottingham Evening Post in January 1918 said, "For 3 days and nights, Captain Richardson, along with other officers and crew, continued to hold the enemy at bay. They were heavily sniped, and the Germans actually got on top of the tank, but could not get inside, nor did the bringing up of a machine gun destroy the defences, one of the defenders, one of whom was killed and the rest were wounded." At this point in the First World War, tank technology and warfare was incredibly new. Captain Richardson and Second Lieutenant Hill led a charge of 8 tanks, and theirs was the only one that survived attack by the German artillery. It was astonishing that they managed to even survive the initial attack, let alone spend 72 hours of the attack from German troops, especially when you consider they only had basic weapons to defend themselves with. Well, this is a story that I found which I thought was very interesting and was a part of history. I really feel like these parts of history need to be looked upon, and Battlefield 1 has given me a platform to be able to tell you guys all about this. So I hope you enjoyed this, and if you enjoy more World War One stories, I can find some more. So please like and subscribe. I hope you enjoy this video.